The Ohio primaries are less than a month away, and there's a hotly contested Senate race in the Buckeye State. But the race for the Republican gubernatorial nomination is also heating up. In our Race to November segment this week, we welcome Republican candidate for governor of Ohio, Jim Renacci. Congressman Renacci, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So you ran in 2018 with President Trump's endorsement for U.S. Senate. You were unsuccessful in that race. Now you are taking on the sitting Republican governor of Ohio. I have to ask you this question. To be fair, sir, he passed a $2 billion tax cut last year. Tell us why Mike DeWine should not be the nominee of the party this time around.
Well, the governor really didn't pass anything. If you look at his two budgets that he presented, none of them had tax cuts. The House and Senate presented budgets that actually had tax cuts, and he signed them. So if you look at his history and look at what he's done in Ohio, he actually was one of the first to shut down. He actually decided what businesses were essential, not essential. He actually appointed a pro-abortion medical director. The list goes on and on and on. And Ohio today ranks anywhere from 35th to 50th in most statistics, but #1 in corruption. And part of that corruption is a scandal that's wrapped around his neck in the first energy scandal as well.
Okay. Now, are you concerned, Congressman, that a contentious primary in Ohio could, it is a swing state. It's a purple state. It has a lot of Republican elected officials, but could that lead to Democrats winning the governorship there?
I don't think so. I do think Republicans are tired of the continuing establishment moves that this governor has done. He ran the state like a Democrat. So people do want to change. They don't want a Democrat, but they also don't want a governor who acts like a Democrat. And if you look at everything he's done, from pushing red flag laws in 2019 to trying pushing those in a budget, appointing this pro-abortion medical director, to lockdowns and shutdowns, he ran the state like Cuomo. And many Republicans realize that they don't want a Democrat, but they also don't want a Republican who acts like a Democrat.
Now, Congressman, President Biden's approval rating continues to plummet based on many factors, including gas prices, inflation, and of course the border crisis as well. Now, when you were in Congress, you made quite a name for yourself on the immigration issue. The border is coming to the backyards of many Americans, as you know. How, as governor, will you prevent the resettlement of illegals into the state of Ohio?
Well, I will make sure that we lead to stop that. Look, we have homeless veterans in this state that we need to take care of long before we're taking care of the illegal immigrants. And this governor hasn't said one thing about our homeless veterans. And by the way, he's wanted refugees in 2019 to settle in our state. Look, we have a state that's a great state for legal immigrants. And I would always push for legal immigrants to come to Ohio, but not illegal immigrants. I've actually said on the platform, any plane that lands in this state with illegal immigrants will have enough time to refuel and go somewhere else, probably Washington, D.C. or other places, but they are not going to stay here in Ohio.
Now, you're out there on the stump, crisscrossing the state. The primary is May 3rd. What's the biggest issue facing the state of Ohio now, and what are people most concerned about as you campaign? What are they telling you?
Well, the big issue in Ohio is education. We have now done multiple polls, talked to multiple people. This governor has not stopped the woke push to education. We have CRT being pushed in our schools. We have SEL, social emotional learning. We have comprehensive sex education being pushed to kindergartners to 3rd grade. That comes up. Parents are not happy. That's a really big issue. Inflation's another big issue. Illegal immigration's a big issue. It's one of the things I'm going to push for. But those are the primary things. And then, of course, the past. People are so upset with this governor for the lockdowns, the shutdowns, the mandates of masks, and the mandates of the vaccination, and also mandating children in school. This governor was still saying, even as recent a few months ago, that these children have to wear masks for 8 hours. That's child abuse.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Jim Renacci, candidate for the governorship of the state of Ohio. Primary day for those of you in Ohio is May 3rd. Thank you for your time, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Best of luck.